Good day, friends. Welcome. I'm Patrick, and this is the Wild Lotus Podcast. The title of the podcast is Forward, finding ways to move our life forward, focusing today on the art of sequencing. So creating a yoga class, in my experience, is much like cooking a good meal. The class is the meal, the poses are the ingredients. Learning how many poses to put in what order, and for how long to cook people in the poses becomes this interesting and creative outlet of delivering something nourishing, interesting, tasty, and even transformative. So if you ever walked out of a yoga class with an aftertaste, sometimes the aftertaste is like Szechuan peppers, where it's like, oh man, that was intense, but I want more. Other times you walk out, it's like this strange taste in your mouth. I feel full, so the food went in, but I don't feel like the taste was quite right. The class was fine, the teacher was capable, but something different didn't really nourish me. So now think of like a meal that leaves you going, I feel satisfied. Maybe there's some aftertaste, maybe there isn't, maybe you feel just complete. So simple, nourishing, good taste. These are ways that we could describe a yoga class. Now, that's what I think a great sequencing capability is like a good meal, and even like a good story. A good class is thoughtful, it's layered, it has depth, it has like flavor in the body mind, but it makes sense even though you don't quite know how. This is in the eyes of the student. Some poses add specific flavor, other poses add other flavors. If you consider over the course of one class, the event is we go through the process of yoga. But if you break down a class into smaller sections, there's a number of events that create a storyline, like the appetizer, the salad, the soup, the main, the dessert. The story of a yoga class is built upon different ingredients. There's, of course, the beginning, when you say your prayers before you eat, or what you might do in your own way to center. That is an ingredient that can be done very well and can be curated in a specific way that feels true for us as teachers and provides access for students to feel nourished at the beginning of a class as they enter the process of yoga. Then there's the warming up period. Then there's the deeper work period. Then there's some period of high energy or maybe peak level effort. And then there's some slowing down, maybe some restoring, like clearing the palate. Then there's something more tasty and interesting, maybe even therapeutic. And then there's the end, the run out till we get to meditation or shavasana. That's a general overview. Either way, to develop our skill in building good classes isn't an easy task. It needs some contemplation and some mature dialogue, some even peer-to-peer discussion. Often teaching is a solitary experience, so we're in our own head and developing our own stuff. However, I find having feedback from peers, from students, from other teachers, creates a sense of clarity, and once developed, the sequence gives me confidence. Even when I'm teaching and sometimes students look like they're not enjoying it, I can rest on the fact that I developed it in a way like I would have under the tutelage of a great chef. Feeling confident in the work you do as a teacher is paramount, and it doesn't come without some effort. I want to help. So just reply recipe to this email, and I will add you to the wait list for my upcoming workshop. Let's work together to build extraordinary skills in service to our students. Teaching yoga can be highly informative as well as deeply nourishing for the teacher and the student. My aim is to give good quality guidance and content for teachers to develop themselves and to be nourished. My belief is a teacher that is well developed and nourished creates excellent students that have the same experience. So from me to you, can't wait to work with you. I hope to see you soon. Namaste.